In this video I'm going to talk about nail forms and explain you how you can use them. As you can see, I have different nail forms, smaller ones and larger ones. This one is extremely large, that's because it's for stiletto nails or universal size. I will explain each one of them here. As you can see, I have also two tips here. The differences between the nail forms and the tips is that you apply the tips above the natural nail and the nail forms underneath. So the differences is the application, of course, but if you are using tips, let me get this one, it has like a strong smile line, then you're applying it like this. It's not the size for this nail, but it's like, you know, explaining how to apply it. You're applying it like this, so it's going to be on top of it, and if I'm twisting or, you know, switching to the other side of my hand and the nail is growing, you can see my natural nail underneath there. The differences between the nail forms and the tips is if you're using nail forms, you can't see the natural nail because the nail forms is applied under the natural nail. If you have tips, they come in different sizes or different smile lines and such. This one is just having a strong smile line, and this one is having a well in it. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but it has like a ridge in here. It has like this piece, this part. So if you apply it like, you know, to the nail, it's more covered on the nail. And you will blend it in, of course, because you don't want to have this nail like for a base for your acrylic nails, because you will always see that ridge, unless you're having like maybe expensive tips or whatever. I'm not familiar with them, but if you're having these, you have to blend this part so it will get like smooth to the nail. So that's about the tips. Maybe in another video I will explain more about tips, but I'm not using tips, so I'm not maybe the best person to ask things about tips. Onto the nail forms. Here you see two different ones from color, but the size or the forms are exactly the same, only different brands. This one is from Nails, Young Nails, and this one is from EZFlow. As you can see, it says like the sizes. So what you will do is, I will explain it or show it you later in this video. You will take it off the sticker or the paper, because it's a sticker, and you're taking this round and applying it underneath here. I will show you it later, so please be patient. If you're placing it against the nail or underneath the natural nail, you or your client can choose the size of extensions that they want. Here it says S, M and L, from small, medium and large. Some nail forms have numbers like 1, 2, 3 or 4. That way you know that every nail or extension of acrylic nail is going to have the same size, the same length. Also you have different forms for if someone has flat nails or curved nails or having a strong C curve in them. You always have to make sure that it's fit and it's tucked under the natural nail. As you can see as well, it's like this one is having more rounds, and for example this one has more squares. It will say that you can take this line, for example, like this will be the nail, and you're taking the sides so you know it will be straight on each side and the same length. Or you can take it round if the client wants more like a oval shaped nail. With this one it's maybe harder to do if you're not using like the method of like square nails or oval nails when you're doing the application. You can do it later when you're filing, but sometimes it takes a lot of work, and yeah, it will be harder if you want to have like an oval nail with this form, because, you know, as you can see, it has like squares, so you have to use your imagination for getting it round. This one is from C&D. You can fold these. It has like yeah, I don't know how to call it in English, but it has like a ridge line or a folding line. So you can use different shapes. I have here one folded already, so you can see. And then you can apply it. I never use these from C&D, but it's like, you know, you can tuck it like that, so you have the perfect shape. And this one has as well like numbers and such. Okay, I got these two from a friend of mine. Her name is Antonia. She was so kind to send it to me. And this one came in my kit. It's from Entity. My whole kit from the course was from Entity, so I have, you know, the acrylics, the monomer, etc. all from Entity. This one I bought from someone, or she didn't want it anymore, so I was like, hey, I want to try the nail forms. And so yeah, these one I've bought. These are very large. These are from Velena or Kodi, and you can use both sides. As you can see, the round, this one is more like the stiletto shape, more like in a V shape, and that one is more rounded. So you can use both sides. The only thing is, in my opinion, it's annoying, but if you're using it like this, like, you know, and you extend it here, this part is very long. Maybe you can cut it if you find it easier, but normally you have like the lines where you can rip it open. I will show you it later. Okay, so you can use both sides. As you can see, this one has as well like the rounds or the square lines, if you want to use them, like 1, 2, 3. And here again the sizes 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes in a point. This one is just a regular form, a gold nail form. You've seen, you can see these in many videos, like the gold ones. I've never used these because they just came in. I have a big, like 500 pieces on a roll, because I don't want to waste my expensive Entity ones if I'm practicing on a nail trainer. So I've bought these. The plus thing or a positive thing about this form is that it's extra wide compared to this one. This one is very small. This one is wide, so you can tuck it underneath better if you have to do it like this and tuck the ends together. This one is just smaller, you know. And some people have maybe thick fingers, or it will, you know, get loose if you're tugging it like that. So I like it, you know, to have it wide. Again, same story, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As well the squares, but with this one it's maybe easier because you can use your imagination through the squares. Okay, so I'm going to use, well, let me get my well, this form to show you, maybe another one from the C&D one, so you get the differences, because like I said, I don't want to waste my expensive products. So what you will do if you are using forms is you take it off the paper. Sometimes the circle or round goes with it, and sometimes it doesn't, you know, when you're taking it off. And then you're taking the round, you see, the back side, and you're placing it like this. Sometimes, like this form is double thick, so it's firm from itself, but I like it always with the forms. Stick it to the back. Make sure it doesn't hit here, so this is free space. And then what you can do is rip it open, here the piece, or stick it like that. Some people do it like this, get it open and placing it like that, and then tuck it in, because these two sides has to be equal, so you have a nice strong C-curve. So what you will do is like it's on me, so it's kind of difficult to show you. So if it's, you know, crooked or not nice applied, I'm so sorry, because it's on myself. Okay, as you can see, I've applied it a bit, so it's tucked underneath my natural nail. The thing about nail forms is that the middle always has to be straight from the middle of the natural nail. So like I said, if this one is like, you know, not right or crooked, or it's just because it's on my finger. The other thing that you have to pay attention with is you have to make sure that the form goes from the natural nail straight out. So not like the form doesn't have to be like this, because your nail will going downwards or going upwards. That's not the good way, unless your nail is like maybe not straight enough, so you have to, you know, correct it a bit. So what you will do is like this, apply it underneath against the hyponychium, and then you're doing it like this, and make sure the ends, like these two, come together and fit perfect. You see, it takes already a shape. And then like this. Well, maybe this one is going a bit downward, so let me see if I can fix it. Just like that. So it goes straight out, and here you can see the inner part. It goes like a round. What some people do is squeeze the ends a bit for a more slimmer. As you can see on top, it's going to have more a smaller point, you know. That's what people sometimes do. Okay, and what you can do with these two, you can do it like this or leave them. Or if you have the form, you know, not ripped open here, you can always rip it off like that. So this is just an example of showing you how to apply one. And then if you're going to, well, you know, you build your acrylic on top of here, and when you want to remove it, then just squeeze it here as tight as possible, so you don't hurt your client or your own nails if you want to do it on your own. And then you rip it open here, and then you're going downwards away from the nail and take it off, so the client doesn't hurt her or his maybe hyponychium. The hyponychium is the thing, the flesh that's underneath the natural nail. So that's about the application. I'm not sure if I am forgetting something, because I'm talking for quite a long time. I hope this video was clear. Sometimes if you have like a nail form and it doesn't fit the natural nail, you always can take your scissors. Well, I maybe show you this one for example. You always can take your scissors and cut away like a square here and there, so it fits better. So if you have your form here, cut a piece here, or make it more rounder or more square, so it will fit better. So what some people also do, as you can see, this one is just a lot smaller to put together. In my opinion, it's not my preferences, you know. Some people, what you see do, is tuck these together, so it's like slim, and then take this open, and then apply it like that. But you know, you see it with me, my finger is in the way, or my flesh, you know, so I don't like the application of that, because it's already tucked. Maybe you have to do it like this or that, you know, but you're ruining the form or the shape of the form, in my opinion. So, you know, see, my skin here is, it's not feeling nice. So what people do as well, I will take mine nail form for example, is just when they take it off, I'm not going to take this off, they're rolling it between the thumbs and the index fingers, so they get a nice shape like this, you know. As you can see, it's more a bit rounded, so you have like a better shape. Sometimes it doesn't have to do it, but sometimes you can do it. If you want like stiletto ones, you can use these forms or just regular forms and pinch them at the right, you know, in the point, or diamond shaped or edge shaped nails. You have to get a diamond in here, just like this, folding it like this on a form, and make sure you have like a little diamond here in the middle. Yeah, so that's pretty much about nail forms. I hope it was clear enough for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I've got these nail forms from eBay, so these are 500 ones. I don't know how they work exactly, but like I showed you, it's pretty easy. I like the width that it came with, or the white. I don't know how to say it in, or you know, say it in English, but yeah, I hope that was clear, and thank you for watching. And like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them, and see you in the next video. Bye!